Well, hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your week reading for May 1st through 7th. So let's see what we have for you. We have student in the upright, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. We have Archangel Raphael, justice, harmony, and solutions, and victory. Ooh, things are coming together for you, Aquarius. You're lightening up a lot. I feel like you're not as closed off, you're not as angry, you're not as avoidant to deal with things as you have been. There's a lot of healing going on here for you. Um, and because of that, you're thinking of the future, the long term, and what you need to do to be successful moving forward. And you're putting that into action this week. Okay. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Yeah, you've been trapped in a lot of thought and not dealing with things the way that you should be dealing with them. And this has caused a lot of things to go into an imbalance. But you definitely have that like understanding. You see it now. It's not something that's just happening around you. I feel like you have some sort of awareness of what that is, and feeling disconnected and needing to reconnect back with yourself and getting things back in order. That's what I see you doing. So, this is dealing with money situations or even living situations for you. Okay. Yeah. You may be having help from others as well. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing that you being avoidant on certain issues impacts those around you that you care about and that you want to be that you want them to be successful. So you're like, "Oh, I know I don't want to do this, but it's best for the greater good and those around me, whether this is children or family members that depend on you as well." Um, so you're like, "Okay, I thought this was only about me, but other people are also involved. Like my decisions affect others. Um, so yeah, you're creating some sort of balance in your life. This is like problems with home, problems with stability. You're healing those, balancing money, job, getting a balance in your life and your with your emotions, all of those things. I feel like there's a lot of healing going on this week for yourself. Yeah. So the lies that you've told yourself or not paid attention to, not dealing with, you are about to start dealing with those, because you understand what really matters and what you value. And because of that, you have to sort of it's like you have to understand it. You have to appreciate the situation, good or bad, and then resolve it. You can't ignore it. You can't act like it's not happening. You have to take control of the situation. Yeah. I do see it being a rough road, but you have the skills to deal with it, and you will. You're definitely making things happen, Aquarius. You know? It's like I'm not ignoring what needs to be done. I'm getting it done now because it's affecting others around me as well. And if you're pulling from an empty emotional bank, how can you refill someone else's? So that's what I feel from this. So black umbrella, coffee beans, volcano, and spider. Yeah, you were going through some hard times. I'm gonna say that, and you closed off. And you realize that the more you closed off, the more entangled the web got, the more entangled the situation was. Um, and it makes it harder and harder and harder the more that you push it down. So this is I feel like there's a moment this week where you're like, okay, I need to get out of this and need to figure out how to work this out for my best and highest good and also those around me. Okay. All right. So let's see what else I can pull out, Aquarius. Oof. Let me tell you something. You're definitely taking control of things this week, right? Um, Even if you don't want to, even if you feel like you're not strong enough to handle it, I feel like the worry is enough to get you moving the way that you need to move. Okay? That's what it looks like to me. But I'm going to pull some cards. I'm just pulling out the rest of these. Yeah, I feel like some other people rely on you, whether this is one person or other people, plural. Um, I really feel that. Yeah. It's like you didn't want to go into something. You know, you were insecure, you felt rejected, you wanted to stay in your little bubble. You wanted to have that hurt. But it looks like it affects others. You know, you had to look at the bigger picture. You couldn't just say, oh, it's only about me, you know, be self-focused. It's about how you're doing impacts others. And it impacts your future as well. Okay. So yeah, this week I just see you making a choice to stand up and get things done, you know? It's like no more pity parties for Aquarius. So, some of you don't want to move or don't want to change jobs. It's like you're upset that that a situation you're in is causing you to have to make a change and you don't want to. And this is something about your like physical life, you know. It may also involve one of your children, because I feel like for someone children is involved because I keep feeling them around. So yeah. This is so interesting to me because I feel like you're very defensive about this particular situation. Um, it could be that you don't want other people to know, like your friends or people close to you, that you're having these issues, where you're uncertain about your future or your home or your bills or something of that nature. It necessarily doesn't have to be money because I don't see any pentacles here. But it's like being unsure about your future. You don't want people to know that. That's something that you're trying to keep separate, I feel. Um, the problem is it's by you ignoring it or not putting highlight on it, like to deal with it, it's taking away a successful future for yourself. Okay. So basically it's going to look worse and worse and worse the longer that you go. Um, it's because you're not clear on how things are going to turn out. But here's what I'm going to say, Aquarius. Um, it's going to affect other people besides yourself. It's getting to a point now where it's not just about you, okay? And then, yeah, more positive thoughts about finances. Yeah, once you get into your finances, you're going to start to see that there's more issues there than you thought. Don't get so stuck. Yeah, don't get so stuck in all the things you have to do, like so overwhelmed that you don't get it done. Because the problem is waiting in the first place. So it's like you don't want to wait anymore. You have to, focus on those finances. And get out of your head about it, It's like you can't escape this situation. You have to hold on to hope of freedom of financial woes, okay? So keep doing it, keep making it happen. It will happen, okay? Let me see. I want to get something else about your finances. Yeah, you're definitely working on finances, debt consolidation, whatever that is, and paying attention to how you're spending moving forward. For sure. There is a focus on finances. Okay. I love you. See you next week. Bye bye.